What's up, guys? Welcome. Today is August the 1st. We flew past July and now we're into a new month, a new trading month. So we'll have a new monthly candle to work with. This week is pretty jam-packed with fundamentals. It's Wednesday. Yesterday, Wednesday, we had the Fed rate. And we had some crazy movements in the market, as you can see from gold. And today, later, we have some NSD fundamentals. Oops, let me actually go through this with you guys. So in the morning we had pound. Nothing changed for them. Everything's the same, basically. The only thing that really changed was, I believe, no, everything's actually 1-to-1. So we didn't see much, if any, movement. We did see a small movement when Carney was speaking, and so I did have a few buy stops on GU at some key levels that got targeted, and I actually made some profits. If you check the MyFX book, I will teach you guys how to do that since we have a lot of fundamentals for the rest of the week. It's a nice strategy you use when there's a lot of high risk events to make a quick few bucks, and the risk is very minimal. So earlier, we had at 10 a.m. we had ISM manufacturing PMI, and that came lower than forecasted. But so we did get some reaction. If you look at gold right here, it did reacted. But overall, when this level is above 50, it still means the economy is expanding. So I recommend you guys go to Forex Factory to learn about this stuff, because when you go here and you click this folder, it'll actually break down what each event means and the effect. So actual greater than forecast is good for currency. Above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction. So although the level was lower than forecasted, it's still above 50. So before we get on to looking at charts and questions, I just wanted to go over a few things. So last night we closed the window for the grandfathering of our pricing structure, where you become a paid member before yesterday. You'd get a free upgrade to the trading room, and you'd be converted into the old pricing structure forever. We had a lot of people come in last night. I guess a lot of people waited till the very end, and it was great. This morning when I woke up, when me and the guys woke up, we had a lot of emails and requests, even on live chat, of asking if they can still join. And we usually, when we set a date is a date. But we got a lot of interest. I don't know if people are just learning about this grandfather offer, but we're gonna do our due diligence and extend the offer. People do have different time zones, so we've all decided to extend the offer to this Sunday. If you're wondering what this Sunday is, this Sunday is the 4th, August 4th at 12 a.m. Eastern. I think this is the last time we're gonna push it back, just because we gotta get everyone sorted out in terms of payments and get them onto the portal itself and get them started. Well, we will be extending the promo till August 4th. The people that demanded for us to push the deadline back, we just had a meeting and we decided, it was only fair. So August 4th, 12 a.m. Eastern is your last chance to get in. Afterwards, you'll have the free trial. So the trading room will be free. The free trial signals will be free until the 16th of August. And I think after that it'll be wrapped up, and we're going to start focusing on giving quality content to those select few. We still will be holding these live sessions, a few times a week, but it's not fair to our paid members if we're only, if we're giving free services when they're paying. So that's that. One more thing is, if you become a paid signal member, a lot of you are wondering, how do I get access to the signals? So this is what you do, okay? So when you log on to Telegram, on our Forex Lens website, first thing, when you pay for our signals, right, you will get an email with further instructions, and on that email you have login details for the Forex Lens website. This login detail is different than the one for your for the portal slash the trading room. This is just for your member account. So when you log in, you'll see you'll see something like this, our main page right here. And to get access to the signals, you go to Customer Center, Members Area. While I do this admin stuff, guys, send in your questions. Today's gonna be a great live session. We'll look at some minors just because there's too many majors with fundamentals. But let's clear this out. So when you go here, you're gonna see all these names and setups and whatnot. You click start here. It's very simple, and you read this. So download Telegram app, join our signals via the signal provider tabs. The signal provider tabs are these names right here, and start trading. If you need more help, just scroll, just click Telegram setup, and you can actually look down and see that you have videos helping you get through, set these up. And then let's just click on RP Forex, how to join his channel. You just click on my name and then you click join channel. That's how you get in. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys on how to get set up. Without further ado, I'm just going to send out these links for the live and we can get started. We are in EURCHF, making some profits there. Talk about Aussie dollar and Kiwi dollar for swing trading. There's definitely swing opportunity for Aussie dollar. I haven't looked at from NSD, but I'll definitely give that a look. Thanks for that question, Jared. So let me send out this these links to the live, and you guys could get your charts ready and your questions, and we'll be good to go. Also get your portal set up. And yesterday I did make an announcement. Because NFP, historically the past 5 or so years of trading, it's just never been my week. So I'm not gonna force the issue. I'm not gonna really be as active when it comes to trade servers and signals. But that doesn't mean you can't use our other providers. We do offer 8 providers in total. So if I'm not sending out signals, you can definitely choose someone else that is. It's all fair. One second, guys. I have to send these links out for people that haven't gotten set up on the portal yet. If you haven't got set up on the portal, please email support@forexlens.com and we'll help you. Alright, so all the admin stuff is done. I'm just check the chat real quick and see what's up. Some great weather in Toronto. I don't know about you guys, but sun is shining. It's not too hot, not too cold. Great day to trade, although tomorrow is NFP, so you want to be careful. Don't get into anything too long term. Okay, so Aussie dollar, Kiwi dollar, okay, gold. What's up, Doris? Okay, okay, you're Aussie. I think Alex, last time you asked about you're Aussie, and I said there was a nice long opportunity there. But let's get started right off the bat. We got Aussie dollar. It does have a nice swing opportunity. It is touching a nice weekly trend line. We'll see the beauty here. So it's panning out. Let's go to the weekly. And going to the weekly, zooming out. Maybe the monthly would be better for this. Yeah. So going on the monthly, we drew this nice ascending trend line right here, dating back to 2001, and we finally come again to touch it. Maybe sorry about these lines. Oops. Sorry about all these lines. Smaller time frames, but we've come down to a nice support region. Looking to the left, very nice support region for the Aussie, as of this year. And now it's looking like we're trying to push deeper past and get a close below this level. And what's interesting is if we zoom in, we have tapped this weekly trend line, and we are printing a mini hammer. On a smaller time frame, we can probably see that as a hammer. Yeah, so we have a nice bearish hammer printing. Hopefully, for longs, I am looking to swing long Aussie dollar if the confluence is there. If we're looking for longs, if this could turn maybe into a nice bullish hammer on a smaller time frame, that'd be great. Similar to this candle right here. This candle, we had a nice bullish hammer off the support, and we had a nice run. And once again here, a nice hammer, another hammer, and we had a nice run. So we're looking for price action to do the same. The only thing is fundamentals is indicating Aussie weakness. They're looking to cut rates. The US dollar just cut their rates yesterday to 0.25%, by 0.25%. Their rates are at 2.25% now. Thing is, Powell really instilled some confidence into the market by saying it was an insurance cut because of the global trade tensions. So it wasn't because the economy is struggling, because their labor market is thriving. They're still adding new jobs. For ADP on Tuesday, if you look at Tuesday, their ADP came out amazing. They added around 156k jobs, and so that really gave them some strength. Where is it? One second, guys. Forex Factory should really work on this whole layout, to be honest. ADP right here. So 156, this is the amount of jobs they added. It was higher than the forecast. You also had consumer confidence on Tuesday, which also came out nice at 135.57. So whoa, a lot of stuff is coming up at this moment. Apologize for that. So definitely some near-term strength for the dollar to push this down. Obviously today we had fundamentals coming out saying otherwise. What the? One second, guys. Yep. So ISM manufacturing came out weaker than expected, like I said. So we did have a nice rebound on Aussie. Going to the daily, I do see if you're looking for a nice intraday opportunity, the risk to reward to do this is there. You have a nice touch off the trend line. What I'd be looking for, and this is key, is to get a closure above 0.68687. So this level right here, you can plot it down if you haven't already. Look for a closure above it. So if this candle can do us a favor and maybe close a bit above this, we could have a nice intraday trade. Just looking to the left, when we did get that closure, we had that nice bull run. So that's what we're expecting, because if we enter long now, what price could actually do is just come here, retest this level, and then go down and spill out of this trend line. So we want the best entry possible. Going to the 4-hour, we can maybe plot what an intraday setup will look like. So right now we are printing a nice bullish engulfing candle, and this is partly or majorly due to the ISMI coming out weaker than expected. But look for something like this to happen. This will be a nice intraday trade. Right at 1.71 risk to reward. The stop loss would be a bit below this trend line, just in case if we do come back down here for a final retest, we don't get stopped out. But this is a nice intraday setup for Aussie dollar. Overall, if you're looking for swing opportunities like you asked, Jared, it is looking weak, looking rather weak. You always do want to trade with a trend, and technically the trend is still down. We are still creating lower highs and lower lows, and this high has yet to clear this high right here, right? Unless we get a break and a clear of this high, I wouldn't consider a trend change. So if I was you, Jared, I'd be just watching a price action at price where we're at right now, and just look for any sudden movements down here. I believe we do have some fundamentals later for no, okay, so that was yesterday. So we had fundamentals for China, and that affects the Aussie, and we had Aussie fundamentals earlier in the day. So we had the Caxton manufacturing PMI. China is Aussie's biggest trade partner, and so there's no fundamentals affecting the Aussie dollar until tomorrow's NFP. So if I were you, I'd have sell stops maybe somewhere down here, because you could have NFP just come out, more come out better than expected. Because the thing is, the U.S. economy is still adding more jobs. It's just the overall trade wars affecting businesses and their overall imports and exports. So if you're looking to get in on a nice opportunity that goes with the trend, have a sell stop somewhere around 0.68050 for NFP tomorrow, with a stop just just right above this recent high, and you can go for around 15 to 20 pips as a nice Friday trade, especially if the numbers are impressive. You can get a nice sudden impulsive move down like I did today with pound USD. But overall, technically and fundamentally, the Aussie dollar is down, so just be cautious about looking for reversals. Next up, I'm going to do NZDUSD. Keep them suggestions coming so I can look at some miners. Let me know what your favorite miner pair is, and I'll take a look at it. So NZDUSD is also an interesting case. So last week we had this ascending channel right here. Let me move this one. Nice ascending channel. We had the 1 wave, 2, 3, 4, and a nice spill out. What price is doing now, and I do think it will happen, it's inevitable. This support region right here from 0.65 thousand to 0.64500, right around 50 pip support region is where we're headed next, I believe. It looks like we might do a retracement to this level right here, 0.66 0.66000. My bad. If you're looking at fibs, let's see if it aligns with any. Plotting out our fibs, we see our 23.6 fib level is right around that area. 38.2 is right near the trend line, and our 50 fib level is right at the last recent hourly support that we broke at 0.66525. So look for some retracements either here or here. I wouldn't wait for a retrace up to here. If it does go up to here, I'd actually get out, just because the support zone is so magnetizing that I see the maximum possible retrace is to the 23.6 fib level here, and then we get a nice drop down. And this is all pendant on the NFP tomorrow. If the NFP is amazing, unemployment's low, kept low, more jobs are added, we can just see this just drop down all the way here without even a retest. So we might see some consolidation in the dollar pairs for the remainder of the day. So this is why I was saying let's look at the miners. That way, if we are in some profit, we don't have to close out as early as tomorrow at 8:30. We can just keep it and close out right before Friday's close. NZD panning out. We are in this range, this daily range right here, from here to here, so 0.65 thousand to 0.69 thousand. This is our trading range right here. We made a nice attempt to go higher, but it's looking like because of the dollar gaining some strength over the recent weeks, it is looking like we're gonna come back to the support level. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Let me know what other pair you want me to look at. I'll look at Euro Aussie for you. Alex. Just checking the chat. Okay, USDN. A lot of majors. Damn, you guys love majors. Okay, Top Boy, USDN, and CAT CHF. Alright, I'll take a look at Euro Aussie, and then those two pairs you recommended, and we should be good. So yeah, so Alex, last week I believe you asked me about Euro Aussie. I did say there was a long, and I hope you took it. It pretty much hit our final take profit to the T. Wow, this was a nice trade. This is what I mean about the live sessions, guys. A lot of the price action happens when I'm asleep. So on I think last week's live session I did say, Alex, watch out for a break of this level, a retest, and you can go long. So we did get a break, a retest, and we had a nice long, basically to our final take profit area. A nice 1,300 pips caught on that move. 130 pips caught on this move. So I hope you took it. We did run into our resistance region right here, so that's why we saw price come down. Just looking at the daily, what do I see next? On the daily, it is looking like a short back to support at 1.60,000 area, 1.60,100, right at this level where my mouse is. That's where I do see us going. I'm just looking to the left. It's a nice support region we did tap into. The one thing I would be cautious of is if tomorrow's NFP is great, we will see the Aussie dollar slip. And if the Aussie dollar slips, we could actually see Euro Aussie spike, just because the Aussie will lose some strength when it's being sold off against the US dollar. So you got to watch out for the correlations. If Aussie dollar is down tomorrow, you will see Euro Aussie go up. So be cautious of that. Going on the 1 hourly, if I could draw a trend line, maybe you can have an intraday setup till then. Doesn't really look like it. Actually, the 4 hourly might have that for us. Alright, so on the 4 hourly, we could draw this, one touch, two touch. I guess you can call this a trend line. Usually I want 1, 2, 3, and a fourth touch to be called a trend line. But technically we do have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch. So look for a short opportunity. Something like this. So our longs are done. 130 pips done and dusted. Look for a break out of this trend line and you can play it safe. Have your stop loss right above this recent high. Take profit right at this next support region. 1.59500 would be my take profit would be, and each of these smaller lines would be take profit levels. So if you were to go short, I'd look for 1.60,100 as the next take profit level, or you can take profits every 30 or so pips. But that's what I see for Euro Aussie. Going with the trend, we have shifted into making lower highs and lower lows. Just wait for this trend line break, stops right here, and you should have a decent setup. Ideally, I'd wait for Sunday or Monday, just because if tomorrow's NFP brings down the Aussie, the setup won't happen. So take down these levels. I'll give you a sec. Next, we'll look at USD yen, and we'll finish off with CAD CHF. By the way, if you guys are watching this on the portal, to comment in the live chat, you have to be logged in to YouTube on that same browser. So make sure if the chat's unavailable, you make sure that happens. Right before the live goes on, make sure you're logged on to YouTube and you're using the same browser. But going on to USD yen, this is why I don't like NFP. So if you remember correctly, we were shorting USD yen from earlier in the week. On the 4 hourly, I'll show you our exact entry. We entered somewhere along here. Somewhere along here. And we had the push when the Fed cut the rates and Powell was speaking, so confidently about the dollar. And because of the manufacturing PMI that came out weaker than expected, we had USD yen slip. And now it's trying to, well, it did attempt to close below our resistance region. And now looking on the daily, if this was any other week, I would have shorted, or I've called a USD yen short from this closure to somewhere down here. A nice intraday setup, but because it's NFP, I don't want to do that. Just because things can change so rapidly. We could have had, a nice 2.26 risk reward setup. We had a nice closure within range, and we could have had a slip of around 80 pips. But NFP's tomorrow. I'm not gonna touch it, but don't be surprised if NFP is, less than impressive. We could have this move. We have these levels down. Tomorrow, wherever price may be, who knows? By tomorrow, USD yen could be down here or up here. But what you want to look for is plot your key levels. So the near term key level right now is this area right here, right around 107.800. And so let's say USDN did come down to this level, right? At 8:30 a.m. Eastern, right before NFP, USDN was floating above this level. What I would do is put a sell stop around 5 or 7 pips below, so right here, and my take profit would be the next key level. The next key level would probably be right around here. So we had a nice rebound from this area, a lot of activity in and around here, a lot of wicks. Looking to the left, I believe that's what we have there. So my take profit would be somewhere here. So I'd enter right around here at 107.715. My take profit would be at 107.331. If you're looking to, that's if you're looking for a longer term opportunity, but usually I go for 15 to 10 pips on these quick movements. So right here would be a great take profit. So if you're looking to make a quick buck, enter, have a sell stop at 107. The flip side, if we're at this level, we could have buy stops. So let's say price is at 107.867 before NFP, maybe 20 minutes before. You put your sell stop at the next resistance or key zone. So the next key zone or resistance would obviously be here, but that's a bit too far. We might not have that aggressive of a move. So looking for something that's 10 or 20 pips away would be something like this, right around 107.996. So if we enter at 107.858 area, you can have a nice 14-10 pip move that you can catch for free just off volatility. So have these buy stops and sell stops ready if price does come near here, and you can make some good money. Make sure once let's say the buy stop hits and it enters into the market and it does hit your take profit, that you cancel the sell stop, because you don't want to be canceled. You don't want to be entered into both trades at once or simultaneously, because then you will hit some drawdown. So that's what I see for USD yen. It has like a high chance of winning, probably like 70% win rate if you do it correctly. So I'm going to do CAD CHF and end this session off. I do apologize for this week's signals and how things went, but over the last, I've been here for about 5 weeks now, and we've averaged around 300 per week, totaling 1,200 pips. This week we're probably at negative 100. Maybe I can find a swing opportunity that won't be affected tomorrow, but that's fine. We'll still hold on to EURCHF, maybe make another 30 or so pips, but a losing week's gonna happen. You have 4 weeks in a month. If you have 1 losing week and 3 profitable ones, your net gain. But moving on, CAD CHF, we have a mature crowd, so I like it. A lot of people know what comes with trading and the risks involved and how things go sometimes. So I do appreciate the understanding. But CAD CHF, if you've known me, and I've said this for quite a few sessions by now, the CAD CHF and a lot of the Swiss pairs follow technicals so well. I mean, if you look at this trading range, look how many short opportunities you could have caught off this trading range. Unbelievable. And even on the flip side, the support, you could have longed here, you could have longed here, you could have longed here, you could have longed here. So many setups within the Swiss pairs. Looking closer, we do have this nice trend line from the weekly time frame that we did tap earlier in July. Now it's looking like we have created an uptrend. We have a nice trend line here. We are creating higher highs, but this was our higher low. And this higher high failed to encompass this previous high. So we might have a trend shift. So do look for a break of this trend line, because this is a decent support zone at 0.95365. Just looking to the left, we can see a lot of wicks tapping this area. So we can get a nice rejection and a break of this trend line. We could have a nice short opportunity. On the flip side, we do have CAD trade balance tomorrow. What could happen is just a nice rocket up to either this trend line or the support region, because it does fit with this pair's behavior. This pair's behavior is when it does bounce off support, it usually does go to its resistance. So that's what I see right now. Play it safe. Look for the confluence. So look for the nice rejection down, break up this trend line, and you can have a setup like this going into next week. Your entry would be somewhere down here once you get that break and retest, and this is what you can see right at 1.71. Nice short opportunity. I wouldn't I do see I wouldn't do the long just because resistance is because we have this trend line as acting as resistance, and then we have a resistance zone acting as resistance. So long isn't too favorable. I'll have some chart work up this Sunday and make some good profits. Tomorrow's NFP, so be safe. Don't do anything risky. If you're looking to make, if you're looking to be a little bit of a risk taker, do look at that USD yen example I just showed you using buy stops and sell stops around key levels just to get some pips within the volatility. And that'd be it. We're only holding EURCHF right now. So if you are holding other trades called by me, you should probably be closed. Be on the lookout for our other providers calling signals. I just usually don't do well during NFP, so I'm just gonna sit the rest of the week out. But I'll see you guys Monday. Just the last reminder, the promo that we're running, the free upgrade to the trading room if you become a Signal member, has been extended to Sunday, this Sunday, August 4th at 12 a.m. Eastern. So that's your last chance to get grandfathered into the old pricing structure. Take advantage of it. We won't be changing the deadline anymore. So this is your last and final warning. I'll send out one more Telegram message about this, but that would be that. So that's it. Enjoy Friday, enjoy the weekend, decompress, and we'll get back to work Monday. So peace, happy trading, guys.